Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, hello. For this video, as you read by the title, seen by the thumbnail, I'm going to be doing a first impressions on this brand of Luxy hair. Yes, I've already obviously taken it out of the delivery package, but this is how it came packaged, and very similar packaging to Bellamy, I figure all aspects of Bellamy extensions, including the Dove Cameron range, which I had played around with in the past. So there was a time where my house and street had a week-long blackout, and for the life of anyone, you couldn't use the internet for any reason, and using 4G or mobile data or hotspots would of course drain the family share data, and it would just be even more of a struggle to use technology. I also use hand gestures, but lower the lens a little bit, let's lower the camera, that's much better. I look less like a unenthusiastic idiot now. If you guys are new to my channel, a couple of videos back, and about a month and a half ago, probably mid-December I would say, was expanding my horizon after I booted out the tape-in extensions, which I do have a video on that. I then played around with bead-in extensions because they're much smaller. They sit really close to the root, nice and isolated onto the scalp. I got mine from Cleopatra, and I am not dragging them through the mud. I'm sure that they are a great brand. Sell extensions for pretty good money, and no matter how many pairs I have gotten, or packages, when I was inserting them in, they were so easy, so fun to put in. Yet the trouble was, no matter how many I tried to put in to cover up my whole head, looking at the back of it, especially when I looked in the handheld mirror but into the bathroom mirror, and looked in overview footage because I was obviously filming it, I could see my sports bra through the hair clear as day, and the ends were just so sparse, so fine, and I tried putting more and more in just to thicken up the ends a bit, but it just was not working. So I was, like I just said, I was expanding my horizon with extensions, trying out other things besides clip-ins. So I'm back to my roots of clip-ins, and with this week-long blackout, I couldn't remember of this particular website and company that I wanted to try out, which was at the time between Luxy extensions and VP Fashions. So that day, when about Thursdays when I get paid each fortnight, because of the blackout, I was unable to refresh my memory and not go to a salon, but shop online for these extensions that I wanted to try out, and my mum was already heading out. And I didn't want to be a bother and cancel out on her. So, and I really wanted extensions, and we just wound up going to Australia's Hair House Warehouse, which is like the American, the Hair House Warehouse is like the Aussie version of Sally's. I was scanning through Instagram a week ago, and scrolling through, and on a Luxy Instagram website, a young woman had featured her extensions and how much she loves them, etc. And that's when I thought to myself, that's the other brand that I wanted to try, because I was a bit annoyed where the tape-ins just were a nuisance. They were nice and thick and all, but I just couldn't see myself getting adapted to them. And then with these bead-ins, it didn't matter which, because I have such fine, really fine around here, which is natural regardless, but because of being blonde and genuine overall damage, it has thinned it out a little bit more. So with the bead-ins, it was very obvious when pulling it back, same with the tapes. So taking the beads out, as you guys saw in that last video, the Cleopatra first impressions video, I then decided to shop from Luxy Hair. I didn't go through the Instagram link, I searched it up manually myself. So as you can clearly see, this is what the box looks like, a nice maroon shade, which is a beautiful shade. Not too far from my lip shade actually, which is, by the way, Calabasas. This is not sponsored whatsoever, I paid for this out of my own money. Aussie converted dollars through PayPal cost me $159, but I think it retailed on the website for $220. Somehow I still managed to only pay $159, I don't know, I didn't use any coupons or anything like that, so they already look like they're going to be an amazing match thus far, but if they're not, I'm more than happy to colour my own hair for once. Not constantly purple shampoo extensions. Picking up the plastic that was holding it shut. Okay, so it's just this little tie at the back. Okay, taking the netting off. These are 20 inches in length. That is not far off from my hair colour at all. That will blend That blends amazingly. Finally, no purple shampoo, no hair dye on my end. It's very, when I say lavenderish tones, it's very similar to Dove Cameron ones, where they were a pretty good instant match. And it's only because ones that she wears, the platinum blonde ones, as of late she had been platinum blonde. This is the main ones that you have for the overall head. Let's just read this card. Please take care of me and I will last longer. Obviously. Good start. Everyone wants to be cared for, especially your new set of Luxies. Follow these instructions to keep your set looking great for as long as possible. The typical lifespan of Luxy extensions is 3 months to a year, depending on how often they are worn, washed, and how well they are taken care of. Always brush your Luxy hair extensions gently, from bottom to top, with a soft brittle brush before and after use. Before washing, gently remove any tangles. If hair is excessively tangled, apply a conditioner and let it absorb overnight to loosen the tangles. Wash in lukewarm water, then apply a small amount of shampoo. Rinse out the shampoo and apply a conditioner thoroughly and allow it to air dry. Note, the less you wash your Luxies, the longer they will last. Well, I hardly ever wash my extensions anyway, unless I've had to face the frustrating point of having to tone them a bit, and obviously go through the conditioner to soften them back up again, but that's literally the only time I've ever washed my extensions. I recommend washing them every 10 to 20 wears. Okay. But it even comes with spare clips, like 2 extra spare clips. VP Fashions did the same ones and I have no idea where the full pack of that went. Read me first. This is one of the pieces from your full set. This piece has been specifically designed to allow you to see the colour and the quality of your new set. You may take it out of the net but not its backing. You shouldn't wear or style this piece until you decide to keep your set. Oh, okay, so this is like a tester set. Only one, so pretty much everything I need in the body of it is already out. So just a test to make sure that I'm satisfied with the colour, shade, etc. Okay, so we've got a 4 clip set. You know what I meant, weft. They definitely feel very smooth. They feel like my hair. Okay, another 4 clip but just slightly smaller. 3 clips. Another 3 clipped. 4 of the 1-inch pieces, which sit to frame your face. And then 1 last 2 clip set, which I can still use the other one. I pretty much said not to, but it's an extension piece nonetheless. Clearly I have my hair relatively pinned back. I will loosen and I will attach the extensions in, but I'll do all the attaching off camera just to save time. So before I start tossing them in, one thing I like to do with the length of the neck is actually pick it up, twist it, and then in place, just so that as my hair lays down, the bottom layers don't stick out and make it obvious. As you can see, pinned up. Now I can start adding in the extensions as I go along. So don't mind my hair pieces, alright? My bangs sit the way they are. They've just been put up in sweat because I got a workout done earlier today. So got all the pieces in. I am so far focusing on how it looks with the 2-inch 2-clip ones. And they are very, very similar to the Dove Cameron type of set where they're nice and fine in texture. I did get the medium ones and they blend in really, really well with my hair. Super well. I still have the 4 individual pieces left. So I'm also loving how I can't see them at the root of my hair. But of course, and a mirror at the back just to see. Also, where did I put my highlighters? I'll put them back in that box for the sake of the mirror. So I don't have an actual handheld mirror. Okay. Oh, that's completely open at the top here. Definitely see that quite well. So apparently my hair is still quite fine at the back. Well, for the size, as far as the sides go, they blended really well, but the back is very, very, very obvious Maybe I might have to, with the same hair dye that I used for my roots, because I did tint my roots as you can probably see, I might have to do the same thing with the extensions, just so that it'll blend a bit better with the whole root look. Other than the back being obvious, my hair is still apparently very, very fine that far up. I think of where I can start placing these individual ones, but I guess I don't really need them in. It's like between playing around with the individual face framing ones or going for the 2-clip ones. So far, texture wise, I'm loving how smooth they are. I will show you the back as well. Okay, so hopefully you guys are able to see it alright. My hair isn't looking so glossy at the moment because I did get a workout and my hair is just a bit oily and take on its own natural texture. But as far as anything goes, I will just have to rearrange the backing. Clips are really flat and they're not bulky like the VP Fashions ones were. They are so soft and a really good density for my hair. Not too thin, like gosh, not too thick either. It's even better because I don't have thick hair obviously. They're definitely very dove Cameron as far as the fullness goes. And they're nice and flat, they work in parallel with my hair. I'm super happy with these Luxys. I'll just need to get myself used to wearing clip-ins again, and of course playing around with the back and maybe touch on with some of the roots colour. Luxys definitely has a huge thumbs up from me. I mean, the final test is just to give them a brief wash, which I'll do that right now. Just to help get rid of any unnecessary chemicals that may be on the extensions that shouldn't be there from when they've been processed and played around with. I want to enjoy them a little bit first, but it's a first impression, so suck it up, Shannon. One thing that I am noticing pretty quickly with these extensions is they actually dry fairly fast. They're down to a pretty damp texture right now. Texture, what is with me the word texture? As you can see, they do have a natural, kinky, wavy, mermaid look. Most extensions do. So I'm just going to let them dry as naturally as long as possible. And then once they're dry, see how much thicker they are, how good they feel. I use sulfate free and possibly paraben-free products, so even if this ends up being a 2-day video, or I'm still reviewing it by tomorrow, it's in a couple of hours at the very least, because I do still have another video to edit, etc. It's edited, but there's always little significant pieces that you still cut out. Anyway, so I'm going to leave these guys to dry in a couple of hours, or however long it takes. I mean, they're already like 50% dry, so let's give it another couple of hours, and even if I have to blast like the last 10% with a hairdryer, it won't make that much difference with the quality of them. So far, so good. I had noticed, however, with when they were still just simply wet from the water, it was almost very the opposite of porous. When something is porous, it soaks up whatever's coming its way. But when something is opposite of porous, it dries very quickly because nothing is sinking in. That is oily parts of my hair because of my sweat. Okay, so clicking onto the website, I swear if I have trouble with this one more time, I'm just going to screen record off my laptop. I'll figure it away. Okay, click onto the website and please last until the end. Okay, so just basically an overview of the website. So we've got classic hair extensions, seamless hair and accessories. Let's go on to shop hair extensions. So here you get to choose the thickness. Fine hair is 120 grams for the extensions, but for thin hair. Medium 160 grams and thick 220. So let's click on medium because that's the ones that I chose. Now you can go through with the colour. They do specialise in ombres as well, but they're mostly also centred around natural tones. So you've got ombre blonde, ombre chestnut, jet black, off black, chocolate brown, chestnut brown, zodio blonde, bleach blonde, ash blonde, strawberry blonde, and vibrant auburn. Clicking on ash blonde because that's the one that I chose. How much does this girl look like Ashley Tisdale in her High School Musical days? Okay, so scrolling down a little bit further to 20 inches, not 2 inches, 20 inches, 160 grams, full headset, ash blonde, $221 Australian dollars, but for PayPal conversion it came to 159. And then at the bottom you still got the rest of the colour chart. So yeah, that's basically the website. The email I got from PayPal, I also get a notification, which is handy. I sent a screenshot and edit that down so I can still protect my personal details. We sent a payment of $159 US dollars, so it must not be Australian dollars. That's $221 is what I paid for Aussie dollars, but the American dollars is $159, so almost $200 to Luxy Hair Co. So not that much money spent one way or another, about $220 or so for Australian dollars, which is so much better than the cutting near to $300, which is so good. But the American dollars is of course $159. So really good pricing one way or another. I'm so happy with them. Just note to self, keep the website low at the back of their head. They're not that thick at the back of my head. I've never had thick hair. It's one time that my hair looked super thick and super puffy is when I had ombre hair, and I washed it the night before and I just let it dry naturally, and when I brushed it out the next day it just inflated because of the dehydration in the ends. Anyways, I'm going to allow these extensions to, I can't speak English, to save my life. I'm going to allow these extensions to dry all the way, and then I will get back to you when they are dry and ready for use again, and then we'll see how they are still feeling. I've used solvate-free and possibly paraben-free products, so I should not have any difficulty. They blend really well with my hair, which is so good. Less products used, less toning used, and yeah. So I'll see you when my extenders. Yes, I am getting rather tired. It's only what, 1:22 in the afternoon. I am getting old. I'll see you when my extenders are ready. Okay, so it's by the next day now. It's like 8:45 in the morning, getting close to 9 o'clock. I've been out of bed just for a little bit, just organising myself some lemon water for a change, instead of just jumping straight in with the regular cup of teas. Also did order a vegan cookbook from Boho Beautiful. I wanted to give the dietary lifestyle a bit of a shot just to see how much more it benefits for my health, etc., and my body weight, whatnot. Also getting back into drinking green tea. I used to drink a lot of green tea in my hairdressing, my TAFE hairdressing salon days. Not the point. So the extensions are now, yes, clearly no makeup. Nobody wears makeup to bed unless you're an actor and on set. The extensions are now thoroughly dry and they're still feeling really good. When they were still dry, the ends just felt a little bit soft but carpet feeling, like those brand new soft AF carpets that you can get. I was feeling like that, but once it was a bit more closer to 20% dry, I just put some coconut oil through it. They're still feeling so good. They're still feeling nice and smooth. I haven't corrupted too much of the quality of them from the shampoos that I used. I'm going to shove them all in my hair now, and then we'll see it. And note to yourself, keep the wefts low and away from the top of my head. Okay, low battery, but that's okay. Just about to finish up anyway. I was having some technical difficulties with this last 2-inch 2-clip weft. So I was about to say strand. So I just added 3 of the 4 of the 1-inch ones, just here, and one a bit higher up, just to blend my hairline, my bangs line in a little bit more. So it should be a lot more blended at the back now. Yes, that is much better. I'm actually super happy with that now, so I'm just going to throw a little bit of coconut oil in these extensions. You can tell that I'm still in summer because it keeps melting itself down. I don't even need to use a microwave. Although even when it is separate to a solid form, I still don't use a a microwave, I just use the warmth of my hands. Okay, so my hair still does have its own texture, but for the most part I have not had to use any purple shampoo at all, just the sulfate free and hopefully paraben free shampoo from an organics range. Extensions still feel amazing, and not just because of the coconut oil just now, but generally. I also figured I would chuck them in now so that I don't have to play around with them later when I have finished working on my roots. It's oily and being an absolute buzzkill. Not that roots get in the way of extensions, but still. They do have their own, somewhat of a... They look like a bit crimped from the natural wavy texture. I'm not going to style them in any sort of way. I'm just going to let them be unless the day I do choose to style them. Till then, I am super happy with them. Of course, my happiness may change in a couple of weeks depending on how well they last for. I do absolutely try to care for my extensions when I am completely sold and happy on what I'm playing around with and wearing, etc. But I just keep finding the extensions, the ends always start to look like they've been through a little bit of use already throughout the weeks, when it's just like been the first few days I've worn them. So for the most part, every time I'm wearing extensions, it's just down for the length, for a more full-up ponytail, etc. like that. I don't wear extensions that often. I'm still always going to be rocking my short cut, at least tail out lob. But if these extensions definitely have a thumbs up from me, not that the world needed my approval, obviously. I'm just a small girl. I'm obviously not small, but I'm just a girl in a huge world. And I love how there's a lot of fullness as well. It's still got all this hair back here, and it's nice and full at the ends. Also, the problem I have with the bead-in ones is that the ends were just so fine and so sparse. It looked like all round of hair had gone through so much damage, but nice and full from the roots to the ends, but a little bit of sparsity towards the ends, because that's what hair naturally has. Hair isn't completely full, except when it is. Anyway, so this was my first impressions on the Luxy hair extensions. I still have one more of the individual left, and this guy here, which I'll still put to good use depending on where I can find a spot and where it won't make it look obvious that I put extensions in, even though it's not the worst thing ever if someone notices you've got extensions in. They're sold in the world. Anyway, so I am really happy with them, and I will continue to be happy with them, etc. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I really do hope you enjoy your Luxies if you have them as well. I really hope you enjoyed this video and took my opinion on board. I had no bad reviews for this at all. Nothing stood out to me that I wouldn't appreciate in extensions. The texture is actually very similar to my own hair's texture, so it's a win-win. It's already a good colour match. Purple shampoo required. I will, however, have to tint the roots of the wefts with this blonde shade that I use, just so it helps blend a little bit more. It's not so platinum up at the top, and you probably can't tell, but I do have like a bit of a natural root going on from a hair dye that I used. Plus I blinked and my roots are already growing in. Anyway, so besides that, everything else about these extensions I love. Still very, very smooth, and I shall see you all for my future videos.